This one is really, really important, and so important I'm going to give you some pointers on it. What is your view of no? So I'm going to give you just a few of them. Some people, when they're told no, immediately go into I failed. Some people, when they're told no, think, I stink. They told me no. I must really suck at this, right? Some people, when they're told no, automatically go, I'm bad. I did something wrong. I have to go fix it. Other people take it really personal. You feel like people don't like you or they don't like your idea or project. Other people, like me, I'm an engineer. I often do this when people tell me no, is I think, there's something wrong with what I asked, or there's something wrong with the idea, and I go into what I call my little fixer mode. And then, of course, there's the one we're all afraid of, is that they said no because they actually think we're incompetent, or we can't handle it, or we're not the one to make that idea happen. Another one, they don't believe we can do it, or I can do it, or you can do it. There's that disbelief factor. And some of us, when we get told no once, we automatically assume everyone will tell us no. And one of the fascinating things to me, like I said, Generation 1 of Mission to Millions was actually years and years and years ago when I just used to work in some fundraising training. What I told fundraisers, even the best fundraisers, their average is they get a yes 3 times out of every 10 asks. So when it comes to your idea and you're sharing it, if you stop at the first no, the second no, the third no, the fourth no, the fifth no, the sixth no, or the seventh no, you're missing the yes on number 8. And so it's important to recognize that. We all don't like to look like a fool. We don't want others to think we look like a fool. But at the end of the day, what we're worried about is telling me no means something, and so we stop asking and sharing about our idea. This one you have to have the biggest shift around, because this one, your view of no, can determine whether your idea goes or it dies. So I would like to put in your head what I call an alternate view of no. And we talked about rose-colored glasses in the last class, and so I'm sharing that again here, which is you may have really black glasses right now around no. Me, I always joke that my mom told me I came out of the womb with no as the start of negotiations. And it was true. I literally, when people would say no, I would definitely take it and be like, oh, it's just no to how I asked that. And then I'd go back and I'd refigure it, and then I'd come back with it. And my sister and brother used to joke I got away with murder. But I would just look at them and say, well, I just didn't take no. I would negotiate till I got to a yes. But one of the most powerful shifts I had was actually a precept taught to me by Dr. Barry Morgulin. He works with an organization called Morgulin Energy Institute. And he said the most powerful way to look at feedback, whether positive or negative, whether they say yes or no, is the whole purpose of that feedback is to deepen your relationship with the person giving you feedback. Now, I have adopted this practice into my life, and it's been life-changing. Because think about it. Every time someone tells you no, if the first thing in your mind is, I've just been given a gift to deepen my relationship with this person, that takes all the negative energy charge out of a no. So what does that look like in practice? Well, one is that no is the start of negotiations. So if it's an opportunity to deepen the relationship, that you can continue the conversation. No doesn't mean you walk out the door. No doesn't mean you can't talk about it ever again to them. You know, I have some people, especially I have one client, some of my ideas I pitch to them take anywhere from 3 to 5 years for them to tell me yes. So if I was stopped by 1 or 2 no's, I'd never have them as a client. No is an opportunity to build relationships. So when people tell me no, sometimes I get very inquisitive and curious and think like, wow, so that was a no for you. So what came up? What do you think? You know, and like all of a sudden I get in this really great conversation with someone. No can be, thank you so much. And because it's a no for you, and because this is amazing feedback, because I want to make this happen, talk to me more about it. I really want to understand it deeply, because what you're thinking, saying, or feeling is something someone else may be having. Another thing to say when people tell you no is, I get it's a no for you. Who else do you think I should go talk to? Who else do you think could make this happen if not you? Another thing you can do with a no is, got it that it's a no, and I would still love to stay connected with you, XYZ fashion. Are you willing to XYZ, fill in the blank? Another one, and I use this a lot in the business environment, is sometimes your biggest resistors and your biggest no's are willing to give you their expertise. They have an expertise, and their no has to do with maybe you're not fulfilling what in their mind they think you need to do. And so oftentimes I'll get a no, and I'll ask them to volunteer some expertise for me. And the list goes on and on and on. But the minute no or yes or whatever feedback comes to you is looked at as an opportunity to deepen a relationship, negative charge off that view.